Berto, how good are you feeling this morning? Just be honest with me. How good are you feeling?
Scale of 1 to 10. I'd say 10.
52?
I'd say 10. Yeah,
not 52.
maybe not 52.
You didn't break the scale last night with Ja Morant doing everything he did. What was the best Ja Morant moment in last night's 52-point performance by him? The best moment.
I tweeted this out, Kev. I almost flipped over the table when he dunked on Portal. And everything was still buzzing from that, and you're seeing the world react to it on social media. And then in the meantime, he pulls a long three. He snakes all the way through to the basket and hits a layup. And then to cap it off, the last play of the half, him catching it in midair and in one motion, throwing it up virtually behind the backboard as he falls into the bench. And that capped off that is the most spectacular performance I have ever seen in a half in my life. I have been going, you could probably count on two hands the amount of home games I've missed in 21 years. Probably two hands. And that includes the 20-win, 22-win seasons. So, I've been to all of them. And quarter performance, there is the first year that started the playoff run, 2011, Zach Randolph had 17 to put away the Spurs in a game 6 in the fourth quarter. And I thought I'd never see anything like that again. And especially probably won't with the stakes that high. But what this guy was doing last night and the buzz in that arena is like nothing that could ever be replicated in a regular season game. Like, they've only played, you got to keep in mind, they've been going on this run. They've been playing great. They were 8-2 in the last month. They only played 3 home games in February. So home fans did not get to see them very much. And so this was the opportunity to go and get to see him for the first time. And he had just dropped the franchise record 46 in Chicago over the weekend. And then he turns around and breaks that record and has 52 on the home floor. He had 39 going into the fourth, and we knew he's going to go get this. He's going to go get 50 tonight. And so he got the 52, but I was honestly like almost at a loss for words. I posted the video this morning. Somebody cut up all 22 field goals. He's 22 for 30 from the field, and he only made 4 free throws in the game. So they're all those 52, that's buckets in all these insane ways that he made them. And I believe I read that it's only 4 times in NBA history has someone hit less free throws in a 50-point game. That's how rare that was last night, to only have 4 free throws. Because if you're getting to 50, you usually got to have a crazy amount of free throws. But last night, Jamal Murray, and I had forgotten about this, Jamal Murray had a 50-point game where he had 0 free throws. That's insane. Jamal Murray had a 50 that he had 0. Dana Barrows scored 50 points and had 2 free throws in a game. And the other one was Chris Webber. Chris Webber scored 51 once with 3 free throws. And so when you team all that up, and that's probably why it leads to even more spectacular, because there's usually a lot of downtime in these games, and the game and the buckets just aren't all so freaky. But that was unlike anything I have ever seen in my life, honestly.
I mean, how many times have I said to you, Chris, I can't imagine what it's like to be 10 years old, 14 years old, whatever age you might be, being a kid rooting for Ja Morant. Just a kid rooting for Ja Morant. Like he does so much magical stuff on the court. Like you said, it's not just him throwing in the ball at the end of the shot clock. It's not just the big pull-up three he took from 40 feet away. It's not just the big dunk. It's just the way he slices through the lane and glides through to the basket and finishes with either hand. Ja just feels like a superhero. He has a great name, Ja Morant. It's a great name, and he loves Memphis as well.
He does.
I was thinking about that with him the other night. How many stars have there really been? Like, there have been stars who have been embraced by their cities, but how many stars have embraced the city in the way Ja Morant has? Because I feel like the way he tweets, the way he talks about it at All-Star Weekend, not a lot of guys I can remember that love a city or a region the way Ja does.
It's a perfect fit because he's from a small place in South Carolina, so he's from the South. A lot of the same things that people value are the same in Memphis, right? Family, loyalty, being a good person, like all of those things, you know what I'm saying? Like these ingrained, the hospitality, like all of those things. That's what he grew up around, like a community house where everybody was hanging out at their house and coming over to play basketball. And, you know, and the other thing was the counted out or counted against, the chip on the shoulder thing, being a small market. And he went to a small school, which he was only there because he was at a basketball camp. He was at a Chandler Parsons basketball camp, and all of the good players, so-called good players, were in the other gym. And he was in an auxiliary gym. And a guy named James Kane, who is now one of the assistant coaches for Anthony Grant at Dayton, was driving there and had not stopped. So he was hungry. And he went over to the vending machine to grab something to eat because he was hungry. And the vending machine was next to the auxiliary gym. And he looked in, and there was a group of kids playing in the auxiliary gym. And he saw him. And he went in and he asked who that is. And then, the rest is history. And then nobody wanted him. He wasn't, imagine this. He's at an AAU camp, like a camp for coaches to see. All the college coaches are in the other gym. He's on a side gym. And so you've got all that comes along with him, and like that whole underdog, nobody believes in me, and it all fit perfectly. Not only is it the South, but it is all where he's comfortable, but also that mentality of nobody thinks much of this or that, and he feels like nobody thought that much of him. And so the something to prove thing. But it is, he has taken this crazy leap that not even nobody could have expected. It's outrageous. It's truly outrageous.